Greetings fellow members of the Esoteric Order of Gamers. It's been a long time since I put up a battle report, and today we're going to play the Drowned Earth miniatures game by Olmec Games. I've played this before, it's fantastic. I've played it with Andy, who is behind the camera.
Hello, I am.
And Andy and I are going to play this for the second time. We really enjoyed it the first time. It is a great game. It's very reactive, really interesting and fast moving. And also, it looks spectacular. Check out this board.
We have our miniatures already deployed.
Now, the Drowned Earth is set on a post-apocalyptic drowned Earth. So there's a lot of water. Most of this board, as you can see, is water. So there's a lot of swimming. There's also a lot of parkour action, jumping from building to building, things like that. It's very dynamic. And the game system is just excellent. I've raved about it on my social media before, but hopefully now we'll be able to show it to you in action and show you how it works. So I'm not going to go heavily into the rules, but we'll just give you the basic pointers. Because I am going to do a review of this game later where I'll go into more detail with the rules. In the meantime, sit back, relax, pour yourself a drink and watch this battle report of the Drowned Earth. Yes, well, I am the Artifactors, and here they are here. We've got a couple of dinosaur extras, they're mercenaries, but we've got these dudes along here and a couple of infiltrating guys here. So
people that
we have Nyx as our leader, who is this woman with the bow here. She's down there. This guy is Sage, who, as you can see, is a ape, intelligent ape.
Berengi or something.
Berengi. I forget the names.
It's such a rich setting.
There's a whole lot of background stuff in the material. We've got Anna here and Corian, who's a bit of a medic. As I said, these guys are called Yutaraptors. They're kind of intelligent dinosaurs. Yes, we have dinosaurs.
Oh.
This guy here is Ando, who is a scout. And he's got a grapple gun that can drag people into contact.
He's like a chubby little Batman.
Exactly like a chubby little Batman. And up here, who's at the moment in stealth mode, is Slathsk, who, as you can see, is a humanoid lizard. And he's in a nice commanding position. Let's have a look at your side, Andy.
And while your guys are ostensibly the goodies, you know, they're like the Indiana Jones faction. They go digging through the ruins. No one knows what the apocalypse was or how it happened, only that there are amazing things to be unearthed. They want to find stuff and use it for the betterment of humanity, try and claw their way out of the new Dark Ages. My guys, they're out for simple profit. They are called the Firm. So I've got two smaller dinosaurs called Troodons. They're just like little skirmishy disrupting people. I've got this amazing character, my favourite. She's a pyromaniac called Miria. Peter does not like her after our last game.
She's got a template weapon, which is frightening.
We have another Berengi called Hosk, I believe. They are fantastic. Like, I love this setting. I'm the organised crime element. My leader is this guy called Kaneda. Never even noticed he's got little dinosaur boots on. It's hilarious. It's so much character. I've got this guy. I think they're called a dverg. They were kind of like dwarves that were created by the humans who were really into their bioengineering. And lastly, we have a dinosaur. There's some funny term for these guys. He's got like choke grenades and is really good at close combat. And I also have a stealthed scout here.
Look at him hiding behind the foliage.
Yeah, and this is an amazing game. It's so thematic. It's like Peter said, we had a game, when was it, like a month ago, and I've never been so excited from a single play. So
well, let's stop talking about it. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so there are 5 scenarios in the core book of the Drowned Earth. We're playing the one called Attack and Defend. We've got 3 objectives, one in the center here, and then we placed one here and one here. So that one is Andy's one, this one is mine. So you get, it's a 6-turn game, and at the end of 2, 4 and 6 turns 2, 4 and 6, you score the objectives. The center one and your own objective is 1 victory point. Your enemy's objective is 3 victory points. Now, before we get started, so you know what we're doing when we roll dice, let me go quickly through the dice system in this game, which is very, very clever. You roll 2 dice. One of them has a feet symbol on it in the 0 spot, or in the 1 spot, I should say. There's a 10 on there, so the 1 spot. The other is a normal D10. The normal D10 is an attribute die. The one with the feet symbol is a feat die. When you roll a test, you roll these 2 dice, and you want to get under or equal to your stat. So you roll the dice, and if you get a feat symbol on your feat die, that means you've done a feat, which is the highest level of success. And there are levels of success going from feat to nailed it, to pass, to failed, to blunder. So if you get the feat symbol, you've got a feat. If both dice are equal to and under your attribute, that means you've nailed it. If just your attribute die is under your attribute, it's a pass. If your attribute die is over your attribute, it's a fail. And if both of them are over your attribute, it's a blunder. Now that seems complicated, but it's actually really easy. You pick it up very, very quickly. And it gives this lovely range of results to everything that you do, whether it's close combat or shooting or movement. A lot of the stats have 2 values. So for example, with movement, you have 2 values. And if you get just a pass, you move the pass distance. If you get nailed it, you can move faster and do the nailed it distance. And this applies to everything in the game. That's enough rules explanation. Let's get started. So Andy is thinking about his first turn. You can see him deliberating carefully there. Now, while he's thinking, let me tell you a little bit about this game system. It's very reactive, so you can take actions and you spend action points to do that. So every model has a certain number of action points, and you spend those to move and shoot and do things like that. However, you can keep action points in the opponent's turn and use them during the opponent's turn as reactions. So for example, if the other player is running, you can declare that you're going to shoot them while they're running. So this means that every time you do an action, you declare the action first, and the other player gets a chance to react. Players of Infinity may recognize this kind of reactive system, but I think this works even better. You can even do special actions in reaction to a reaction. So if you move and then somebody fires at you, you can declare a firefight and fire back, and then the success roll becomes an opposed roll rather than an unopposed roll. So you declare your action, then you perform any tests that you need to do, in case, for example, you're doing special movement, and then you apply the results of those tests.
Simple. So, I really want to move these guys up closer to the objective. Problem is, there is this guy hiding in the window with really good oversight. Now, he hasn't activated. He's got 2 AP attached to him, which means that he could react to my guys twice to shoot. And he actually has a surprisingly strong gun. So I'm going to hold off activating these guys for now. I'm just going to get my first little dinosaur and run him along the board. So yes, this is simple. No one can react to him. No one has line of sight. So that's my Trudon is just going to run. Now he's got a standard movement value of 4. He has a nailed it movement value of 6. However, as soon as he's on this blue surface, we're counting that as water. As soon as he's in the water, he only has his standard 4-inch movement. So what I've done is I've just marked out the maximum range that he can move.
That's it.
So he's just going to move there.
So swimming is considered restricted movement, and when you do restricted movement, you can only move up to your pass move.
You can't do any of the fancy shenanigans. And I have to say the movement system of the Drowned Earth is one of my absolute favourite elements of this.
It is brilliant. We'll show you some examples as we go along.
Can't wait to get there. He's going to move another 4-inch using his second. I'm not going to bother leaving any AP on him to react to anyone else. He's just charging up the board, chittering away, thinking of the free food.
Let's just put a blue marker on him to tell us that he's swimming.
Yeah, perfect.
Dinosaur swimming through the post-apocalyptic waters.
Looking for snacks.
How's he look? Just do that again. Excellent.
I find it surprisingly easy to get into his mindset.
So it's Andy's move, and his leader is going to make a leadership command, which is a special action he has as a leader.
Yeah, so as a leader, he's got his special command ability, which lets him shuffle the AP tokens amongst people in his line of sight, contingent upon him passing an intelligence test.
And one of the great things is that he could do it throughout his actions. So at the start of his move, he could see the donor and then run somewhere and then give it to the recipient at a different point, as long as they're in line of sight.
Now, I'm really concerned about the sniper up in this tower. So what I've done is I've used Kaneda's ability. I actually used it 3 times. So I succeeded rolling under 7 3 times and was able to pass a whole bunch of AP to this guy.
You can keep using the command action until it fails.
Yep. So he's my medic, he can heal people, but more importantly, he has a sniper's rifle, so he can kill people at distance. This is what I love him for. So he now has 5 AP before he's even activated. I failed towards the end, leaving Kaneda 1 AP, and he's just going to move his maximum distance to hide at the base of this wall, ready to climb it at some future point.
Because he's just travelling across normal ground there, and this obstacle isn't higher than 1 inch, he uses his nailed it distance,
which is
a longer
6.
distance.
Yeah. So that was about my 3rd activation.
Nice.
Back to Peter.
So your leader has basically given your other guys lots of orders and then run off to hide.
Yeah, he's been like, shoot that guy with your sniper's rifle. Here's a whole bunch of encouragement to do it. I don't know what the AP actually represents, but I'm hoping it goes well.
It's basically, go there, do this.
Yeah.
Of course, when playing these games, you've got to remember to get down amongst it, get to the level of the miniatures, and look at their line of sight, because that's where you get those great scenes. And sometimes always have this bird's eye view and forget to really get down there amongst the buildings and the foliage.
We're all about getting down.
And both of us, one of the reasons we love this game is because it's so different from other games in the way that there's so much terrain and lush foliage, and it's just got that jungle feel. It's really different from the usual war-torn, battle-scarred planetoids and fantasy fields.
Yeah. It's a really unique fantasy setting. Like it's a world away from the grim dark.
Yeah.
Like
it's colourful.
Yeah.
And vibrant. And alive.
Lush.
Right, what are you doing?
Alright, so I had a plan to sniper rifle this guy, but first I need to discover him, because this guy is like he's stealthed. So in order to even shoot him, I first have to discover him, and unfortunately there's a range on that, which I completely spaced on, as is typical of me. So I'm doing a plan B. I've got my own stealth guy here, hiding behind the foliage doing his thing. And like all of these like Saurian type guys, he's got a lot of S's in his name. This is Liz. He's got 2 S's and 1 Z.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use him, and he's just going to move. He's going to move just to about here.
Right, this might be an excellent opportunity for me to shoot you as you move by.
Yeah, you certainly could do that.
So, strictly speaking, what Andy should do there is to say, I'm going to move there and declare the move.
Yeah.
And then, it's all right.
Ah, disaster.
It's the one problem about all this terrain. You've got to be quite dexterous.
Yeah.
So he declares the move, says, I'm moving on this movement path, and then says, do you want to react to that?
Okay, so I'm going to put down this little token to indicate where he's planning to move. I'm removing an AP, and I'm going to ask Peter for any reactions.
Absolutely. So I take off one of my APs, even though it's not my turn.
And
I'm going
your
to
stealth. And your stealth
and
marker.
my stealth will go because I'm also shooting, because I'm giving away my position. Now, the question remains, would you like to react to that with a firefight?
Yeah.
Shot? Right,
sure
so
I do.
So that means instead of me just shooting him as he runs past on the gantry here, he actually runs past and we engage in a little firefight. So it's going to be an opposed roll instead of an unopposed roll.
This could be first blood.
It's great, isn't it? I mean, look at all the cinematic action in that one little game system right there.
Yeah.
Instead of just like taking a go and the other person can't do anything, there's a real dynamic play between this guy up here and this guy down here. They're having a little firefight. It's fantastic. So what do we do to do a firefight? Well, we both shoot, and the only difference is it's opposed action, which means we both roll, and the person with the highest level of success wins.
Yep. So my guy, good old Liz, He's got a blowpipe. How it works with his dinosaur absence of lips, I don't know.
Interesting.
Yep. So he's going to shoot you. He's got a 12-inch range, which I've already checked is plenty.
Yep.
And you're shooting me with some kind of recovered pistol
Well,
or
you
something.
can do yours first. So I'm in hard cover, which means -1 marksmanship to you and +1 armor to me.
Yes. So my marksmanship is naturally 6 because of hard cover. It goes down to a 5. I'm hoping for 5s and unders on my attribute. Hey.
Oh, they're both, so that's nailed.
So both, I nailed it.
Okay.
So Liz is running, and then he goes with his blowpipe. Can Peter beat it?
Okay.
Do you want me to hold that?
Yes, thank you.
Oh,
nailed
the
it.
battle of the lizards.
Imagine just running on.
And that's the. It is such a cinematic game, and like I know other games can be cinematic, but in the case of Infinity, which I used to play, there's such a rules burden, there's such a cognitive load that often the rules get in the way of the narrative. And I think James
At
Baldwin...
first glance, this does seem complicated, but it really flows. And we noticed it with the first game we played, that we didn't get bogged down in rules. It just flowed really smoothly. Even though when I first read the rules, I thought, oh, this is quite complex with the reactions and stuff. But it does flow really nicely. So Sleth is bringing out his Ruger .5.
not the .5.
And it's got Sunder +2, which means that's on the back of my reference sheet here. By the way, I've got reference sheets and rule summaries for this game. So
look it up if you're interested in the rules, people.
Sunder helps against the armor roll. So my marksmanship is 6, so it's a bit better. But it's
5.
That's
and
my
a
goal.
10.
So it's just a pass, which means I just passed. Andy nailed it.
I nailed it.
So even though I took a shot at him as he ran past on the gantry, I missed, and your blowgun shot came through the window and hit me.
Right in the neck is how I see it.
Well done. So because it's within the weapons the range is within the pass range, I believe.
Yep.
That means you hit during using the weapon's superior damage. There's 2 damage stats.
Yep, that's right. Unfortunately, I'm only a 1/1 damage, so you only take 1 damage. However, my special blow dart is tipped in some kind of neurotoxin, so it has the special rule stun. And what that means is if you lose your roll on stun, if I do any damage, no, I'm pretty sure because I hit you, I stun you anyway, but you're rolling for the damage.
Alright. So now I've got to make an armor roll. He did 1 point of damage to me, so I only have to roll 1 dice. And I use my toughness. He's got the ability Pierce, which reduces my toughness. My toughness is 3, so now I have to get 2 or under. And in this case, an armor roll is just 1d10. So here we go. No, I fail. So you do 1 point of damage to me. I'll just take a little damage marker here and stick it on Sleth. His plan of a sniper shot out the window has failed miserably as he's got a blowpipe dart in his eye instead.
And while it only did 1 damage, which isn't really significant in this game, because of my special rule stun, and it successfully hit you, it strips you of 1 AP.
Stun, yes, it does. So I have no AP. I won't be able to do anything on my turn. Curses!
Which is exactly what I wanted.
So frustrating. Luckily, Slethsk can re-stealth. He's one of the few models in the game who can go back into stealth, but not yet.
He has to survive to do so.
Curses.
So, old Lisk, he succeeded, so I'm going to move him exactly where he was. I've already stripped him of 1 AP. He has 2 AP remaining. So, he can just get a little shot through these windows. He can see Dwarf Batman down there through this window. So he is going to blow dart this guy.
Well, I'm wondering if I might react with him as well.
Yeah, you certainly can.
But that's with my grapple gun.
Yeah, so you could Batman grapple gun me.
Well, the range is only 6'8". So a pass wouldn't be good enough, but an 8 would make it.
So you'd have to nail it to grapple me.
Too rich for my blood.
Or you could dodge as your reaction.
Yeah. I think I'll dodge. I have my special ability of my leader is hard training, so all of my models get +1 speed when dodging. So when you get shot in this game, you can react with firing back, or you could dodge. So you can do a combat action in reaction to any other action, which is close combat. shooting or dodging. So, what are you going to do?
Blow dart.
Bloody blow dart again.
Yeah, I'm on a roll.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
What about the action points? You used one for moving.
Yeah, he started with 3.
We started with 3.
He started with 3.
That's too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Did you have to spend an extra one for that shoot? Yes, you did though. You had to spend
Did I?
for that. Yep.
Okay, yeah, because it was a nested action, so let's take that. So he's using his final AP to shoot a blow dart at poor hapless little Ando.
Okay, well I will spend it. What?
Earthquake, it's a dangerous world in the drowned earth.
Where was that? Sorry about that, folks. So one problem is so much terrain, it's really easy to get your fingers on it. So he's going to dodge. Now to do that, of course, he will use one of his action points. So it's always this trade-off, you know, do you want to use your action points or not? I think I will. He's going to dodge, so he uses one of his action points. And again, that will be an opposed roll, except I will be using my agility.
Right, so I'm going to roll. That's a succeed. And a succeed.
That's a nailed it because they're both under. That's great. But you
So
stop rolling so well. What is it about Andy and games that need to roll under a stat? You always roll low numbers really well. When we played Conquest, you did very well.
That's why I pick my games carefully.
It's very frustrating. So dodge, make an agility test.
So you've got to nail it in order not to get blow darted in the neck.
And my agility is 6.
He's an agile little guy.
He is agile.
And we have...
Look at that. That's pretty good. Now, what happens if we both nail it? Well, it's all about who gets the lowest numbers, I believe.
So we shouldn't be sharing a dice pool so that we can compare.
I know. What did you roll? You win it, so do the shot. All right.
Blow dart. So
damage?
I do 1 damage.
Do you want me to take that?
Yeah, sure. So Lisk once again putting his blow dart to his teeth because he doesn't have lips. He somehow shoots Ando through the window. Now, I would say that you've got hard cover.
I think I had hard cover. Did you add one? Did you subtract 1 from your marksmanship?
I didn't, but I succeeded so well it wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah, that's true. Curses.
Yeah. So you've got to roll 1 dice. I've got piercing, so it's -1 to your toughness.
Okay, my toughness is 4, so I need 3 or below. 4. No, it's another point of damage. Gee, this blow dart is really...
blow dart is the MVP.
working.
And unfortunately, because I've got stun, he loses his 1 remaining action point.
What the... Wow. Okay, enough of the blow dart already. Okay, so let's just point out here how dynamic that action was. That was not one person doing that action and no one else being able to react, or even worse, someone doing their entire faction's worth of actions.
Yeah,
and
there's no alpha striking in this game. No. And all of this was just in 1 unit's activation. So in 1 activation, he started running across a gantry. This sniper, unstealth, tried to take a shot, missed. Liz quickly shot a blow dart in him and a blow dart in him.
And
it's so dynamic.
Not only is it exciting, but the effect it has on the future of the game, because now these 2 guys don't have any action points, so they won't be activating during my turn.
Yeah, I've essentially stopped him from acting with 2 out of his 8 guys. So I'm quite happy with that. Let's see how Peter responds.
Just point out I'm referring to these cards throughout the game. We've both got these. I've designed these specially for the game. The game does come with unit cards. I just redesigned them because I always end up doing that for miniatures games. So these are the wounds at the top here. As you see, Sleth has 4. In fact, Ando has 4 as well. And I've just used a non-permanent marker to mark that. Now I should also point out when you're making an armor roll, it is modified by your armor. So you roll against your toughness, but it is you modify your toughness by your armor. So Sleth would have had a roll against 3 rather than 2. But it doesn't matter. I think he failed pretty badly anyway.
It's unfortunate.
So I think it's my go.
It's your turn now. Let's see what happens.
Well, here's the view from Andy's side of the board, and as you can see, Sleth is just silhouetted in the window up there, and he's about to move his sniper into the position where my camera is here and take a few pot shots at his head.
Which I can do now that you obligingly dropped out of stealth mode.
This is just... And I can't react because I've used all my AP, so yeah.
And this guy gets to re-roll his attribute dice if it's an unopposed roll. So by having his action stripped by the blow dart, I now essentially double my chance of succeeding.
I'm sure the viewers at home are starting to realise at this point that Andy is a much sneakier and cleverer player than I am.
What is it? Sneakiness is God's gift to the stupid?
All I managed to do is just slowly move up my guys. You can see they're just getting in position behind buildings and things like that. Whereas Andy is doing clever, game-changing things.
Yeah, it's a little bit nasty.
So where are you going?
So he is moving to here. That's his full 6-inch movement. So he's still got a view up to the window directly above.
Okay.
And even after moving, he now has 4 action points thanks to Kaneda's command ability.
Oh, wow.
So he's got a sniper's rifle. He's got 21-inch range. However, that's only if I nail it. So if I just pass, it's not enough. I have to nail it to succeed, but luckily I get a reroll.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Let's see, distance. So my marksmanship is 6,
yes.
-1 due to you being in hard cover.
Correct.
So I'm looking for 5s.
Oh, that's the feat dice, so that's a normal pass. You can see the feat die is above, but the attribute die is below, so that's a normal pass.
I can only re-roll the attribute dice.
Okay.
I can't re-roll the feat dice.
So
I need to get under 5 for both. So that's my first one.
Okay.
Yep.
His first pot shot misses.
All right, I'm
my luck hold.
I'm going to do that again. All right, so that's over, but I can re-roll it.
Oh, that's
Nailed
both
it.
under. He's nailed it. Oh dear. Okay.
So my damage on a nailed it is 4, meaning that Peter is going to take 4.
Ouch!
So Peter's going to roll 4 dice against his toughness. His toughness is -1 due to me having the Pierce special rule.
Okay, but I do have armour 1 with a +1 for hard cover.
So you'll be on your native thing.
No, it won't be native because I've got a total of 2 and you're taking 1 off. So my toughness is 2, so 3.
Would you like me to hold the camera so we can get your expression?
What expression? My expression of joy and happiness.
Yeah. You're just happy to be in company of a good person playing one of the best games in wargaming.
It's doing very well. So, did you get that? I've got a toughness of 2 and I've got an armour of 1. The 1 modifies the toughness, so my normal armour roll would be 3. However, I've got a +1 because it's in hardcover, so it'd be 4. But he's got Pierce, which takes 1 off, so it's 3.
And that is maths.
I know that sounds complicated, but it's pretty easy.
So you're rolling under 3s on 4 dice.
On D10s. It's 1! Only 1! That means 3! That means... Oh no, you've taken me out! Unbelievable! Okay, that means I go prone, so I put a prone marker next to him. He's not necessarily dead yet, it just means...
He's just resting.
He's just resting. It means he's... Oh, hold on. A model who in a single action sequence gets wounds equal to or greater than double their current wounds. Well, their current wounds are 3. No, that's all right.
That's okay. You're not pulped.
So I'm just down. It means I'm unconscious. It goes in a prone state and remove my APs. So basically I'm prone until I get healed.
So that was a
my
little bit
healer's way over here. Gee, that was a good shot.
Yeah.
That sniper dude is...
He's lethal, dangerous. But the thing is, if you had stayed stealth, he couldn't have done anything because he was outside the discover range. So Peter couldn't resist trying to take a pot shot at this guy.
It's always
He's
my problem.
paid the price.
Yeah. This is the problem. When it comes to these games, I am... Hello?
Hello.
These games, I'm far too reactive. I can't help reacting to the other player, and I've got to be more active. Andy has a plan, and he sticks to it, and I just react, and that's why he does so well.
Yeah, if I could give you a bit of my natural slyness, I would.
No.
So this guy, the sniper, still has 2 actions.
Okay.
So let's see what happens. Now, you may not be aware, but you were just saying, lower yourself. You can't quite see on this focus. But you know your Ando character?
Yeah.
Chubby Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see him through a whole bunch of windows.
Oh, you're not.
Yeah, come double check to make sure I'm not cheating. So imagine that I move my guy.
Yes, you can. I can just see his head if you move into the left.
So let's say that's what I'm going to do.
Can you see it in the camera? Because it's really good.
I tried to focus, but you'll have some better luck.
Just go touch. There he is there. I don't know if you can see that, but he's just in that window through there.
And he also has no AP, which means that I get to use my re-roll the attribute dice special skill.
Oh, I'm having my ass kicked already. So I can't believe that he can see Hando so well, and it is, if you look from his point of view, it's completely clear. The top half of his body is peeking through that window, through a double window. So through that little window there and that window there is a clear view of Hando. So go ahead, roll those dice.
Oh, this is... I love when a sneaky plan comes together, but I also feel guilty.
That's a pass.
That's only a pass.
You've gone under on the attribute die and over on the feat dice. That's a pass.
Oh, if you hadn't been in hardcover, that would have been a success. So it's a pass.
What about the range
at this distance? Well, his pass range is only 9 inches, which really isn't very far.
Good.
Yep. So nothing happens to Ando.
Yep.
So you got off. Yeah, that's it.
What a relief. Now, because Andy has done all that tricky stuff using up my APs, he's still got 2 models unactivated, whereas I've activated all of mine. I brought my 2 dinosaurs around here. My medic is hiding over here, though really the medic has got a long way to go to heal poor old Sleth, who's prone up here. Here's my leader Nix in the middle of the board, and then I've got the 2 other guys over here. So I think we're going to get some dinosaur on dinosaur action on this side of the board. Looks like they're charging towards each other.
Turn 2 is going to get bloody, I think.
Yes, because at the end of turn 2 we have the first scoring, so everyone is going to be running for objectives. But it's been pretty bloody already. I mean, he's taken out Sleth. Now, of course, Sleth can come back in if he gets healed by a Corian, but whether he's going to make it or not, I don't know.
Well, my plan is to kill your doctor, so hopefully that doesn't happen.
You're a very unpleasant man.
Gaming is my safe space to be a complete a-hole. Okay, so...
I'd just like to point out that in any other part of life, killing doctors is not a good thing.
Absolutely
only
not.
Only in gaming.
Alright, put a disclaimer on this.
Yep.
So Hosk is going to move. So going in water is going to limit his movement. So he's going to... I'm still not quite sure how the transition works. He's got a maximum of 7.
Any point, if at any point you're in restricted movement, which is
he can only go a shorter one.
He can only go short distance.
So he's going to move 5 inches, which is his shorter distance.
And of course, I can't react to anything that Andy does because I'm out of AP. And this is the thing: if you use your AP during your turn, he can just do whatever he wants because I'm not going to be able to react.
I can do whatever I want, Peter. Hey, what's the movement on these Yutteraptors here?
They are 4/7.
4/7. Great. Alright, so he's going to move another 5. He's going to be peeking out here.
Hiding behind the palm trees.
So she only has a template. So she's got a flamethrower. Problem is, it's the only weapon she's got. So I got to keep her hidden, otherwise some other person is going to pot shot her. So I think she's going to run along the side, just like the other guys.
So we're on to turn 2, and at the start of each turn we actually put our little action points on the board next to each of the characters, so we know what the other player is doing and how many action points they have available. You can do it any way you want, of course. You can keep these markers on your card or do whatever. Another nice little thing is that at the start of each turn you count up the number of conscious models each turn, and the person who has less conscious models gets pass tokens equal to the difference. So because I've only got 7 models now and Andy's got 8, I get 1 pass token, and that means at any point during the alternation of goes I can use this pass token to say, no, I don't want to have a go, you have your go again. It gives me a little bit of tactical options. The other thing is now we're on the second turn, so this time we roll for initiative. So we roll a d10 and the lowest roller gets to choose whether they go first or second. 6, 4. Andy goes first.
Awesome. So we'll stop recording so I can have a think. But this is turn 2, so we can now start scoring off the objectives.
At the end of this turn.
At the end. So this one here is Peter's. If I'm in contact with it, I get 3 points.
Well, not only contact, you have to do an interact action.
So I'm going to need to spend an AP. So it's not just getting there, it's spending AP.
Yep.
This one is the same, except 1 point. And this one is 1 point for me also.
And 3 for me, that one.
Yeah, so things are going to get intensely bloody this turn, I feel.
Yep.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Andy is swimming his little dinosaur up close to the objective. And he goes, he asked me if I wanted to react with this dude, but no, I'm saving my APs this time. I'm not going to make that mistake again.
So my guy is a lot closer to the middle objective. He doesn't have any AP on him anymore, which means that people could take free shots at him if they wanted. He's got the special rule evade, which just means when you shoot at him, you need to nail it. So he's a little bit harder to hit than normal. So he's being a menacing, fun little guy.
The important thing about beasts, which dinosaurs are, is that they cannot do interact actions, so they can't hold objectives.
Very short arms, no opposable thumbs.
It's the no opposable thumbs there.
It's a hindrance.
Very difficult to pick up crates and such like.
So that was the first action of round 2. Right. How will Peter respond?
I don't know. Corian, my medic, is going to do a climb here, and that is, of course, dynamic movement. Climbing, leaping, things like that, a sort of parkour kind of movement. So he wants to get up the wall here and climb across to here. So once I've declared that movement, you can react to it in any way if you want to. So,
if anyone can see.
If anyone can see, it's up to you.
You know, looking at my guys, this guy, Liz, could see him once he's up on the ladder.
Yep.
My guy here could see. There's not a lot he could do because his gun can't reach and it's probably not worth dodging. So I'm going to withhold my AP.
Okay, so I have to do dynamic movement, which means I take a movement test. And I roll this off my agility. So my agility is 7, 7 or below. Now I'll still be able to move. I just want the best result possible, so I can do my dynamic movement. 7 or below. There it is. That is a nailed it because they're both 7 or below. So nailed it means I can move my nailed it speed along my movement path and do any dynamic movement I want. And this is why this movement system is so good, because you've got the pass it move and the nailed it move. So if I failed that, I could still move my pass move, but I couldn't do any dynamic movement during it. So 7 movement, it's 3 to the top, and then what is my nailed it movement? It is 7. Yep. So 3 to the top and then 4 along. That brings me right in the middle of the ladder there. That's for 1 movement point. And then for my second movement point, I'm going to just tuck myself just into here. So I've got a nice line of sight on that middle objective. Now, I've got to carefully check where else I can be seen. I can't be seen by him, that's good.
My sniper you've really got to worry about.
Yeah.
Maybe if he moved over a little bit, it might be possible.
How? Let's just make sure I'll hide behind here then.
And we also have some line lasers to help us with this, which are really invaluable in games that have so much scenery.
I've actually got some pointer lasers too, which might be even better for this actually. So there you go, dynamic movement. Now if I wanted to do more jumping and leaping during that turn, I could still do it because I passed the dynamic movement test. I could move up to my nailed it distance, and I could do any jumping or leaping between that. So it gives this real sense of fluidity as you jump and leap and things. You don't have to test every time you do a climb or a leap or whatever.
Yeah, and that really speeds the game up. You're like, okay, is he doing something dynamic like a climb or a leap? Doesn't matter how many he does. It's only 1 dice roll.
And of course, because there's this range of results, I could have done a blunder, which means the other player could say, I fall from any point of that move. So I could be halfway along the ladder, and you could say, that's where you fall, and then you could fall off the ladder at that point if I'd rolled a blunder.
Right on top of next your leader is what I would have said.
Good stuff. Right.
Awesome.
Okay. I've just got this old Warhammer pointer here, and you can see that it's beep, 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 beep. It's pretty effective.
That's
at working out line of sight. Yeah.
Poor guy, he never stood a chance.
Yeah, he's prone, he's dead.
And just to recap for my next move, I just used one of my other little dinosaurs. He was here with these guys on the flank, and he went tick, 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 swimming through the submerged buildings and came out there. Peter is conserving his AP, so there was no reaction.
Yeah, you're being really sneaky.
I am, sorry. I do that.
Well, Anna here has just climbed up here. Her first attempt to climb this wall was a fail. She scrabbled and fell back down again. So her second one is a success, and it's just enough movement to get up behind these things for a little bit of cover and at least get a line of sight on the objective, even though I can't reach it and interact with it in time this turn, unfortunately.
On my turn, my leader Kaneda has done more of his leadership AP dice transferring. So I rolled a 6 and a 6 on both dice. So I nailed it, which means I can move 2 AP, which is coming off Marco, who is in line of sight, and going to my sniper rifle again.
Oh, I hate that sniper.
He is chock full of AP. He can do any amount of responding, and
he's got line of sight to, well,
he's got line of sight to Ando, and anyone that moves through here is also in line of sight. So essentially, he is covering the approach to the middle objective.
Your sniper must die.
He must die. I don't know how. Maybe with dinosaurs.
He's doing another leadership action, or is that it?
Nope, that's his one leadership action, but Kaneda still has 3 AP.
3?
Oh, yeah, because he's my leader.
Yeah.
So what he's going to do is he is going to try and climb up this wall to get onto the building. It's a 3-inch climb.
No, that's 4-inch over the
You want to call it 4? Over the windowsill?
It's 3 to the edge, surely.
But he's standing on a raised platform.
Oh, sorry, my mistake.
Yeah. Let's call it 3.5.
Yeah, whatever you reckon. I can't see from here.
So 6, 7, and his agility is 6. So he makes it.
He just makes it. He passes, so you can move up to your pass distance.
And my pass distance for Kaneda is 4, which is enough to just get him here.
There he is.
So he's still got 2 AP.
Here comes the leader.
It's a tough
If
one.
only my sniper was still in action.
If only your sniper was still in action.
Oh, that was such a foolish thing to do, to react.
This is how we live and we learn
Yes.
through killing small metal dinosaurs, apparently. I
often think when I play these games that I'm so glad that I'm never thrown into any kind of real life situation that requires these skills, because even though I play these games all the time, I would fail miserably.
We would be terrible.
I'm not.
He's just going to move up a little bit. Just to get his gun in range of these boxes. So if any of his guys try and interact with the box, Kaneda's going to have 1 AP on Overwatch to shoot the transgressors.
This is really not run pell-mell for the objectives, is it? This is quite, everyone's got lines of sight and it's shooting and making it very hard.
But, I think I've got the criminal mentality. I'm thinking like a criminal. I think this is how they do it.
Thinking like a criminal.
Oh, yeah.
Well, someone here has got to go for an objective, and it might as well be my big gorilla dude. What are they called?
Berengi.
Berengi. I've got to remember it's like Ferengi, only large and hairy.
Yeah.
So, Berengi's... his name is Sage. He's got a normal move of 6, so really he can just get there with his normal move. So that's the move he's going to make to here, and I presume you want to take a pot shot at him on the way through.
It's really tempting, because if I can wound him, that makes my job that much easier. So yeah, let's say that I am going to take a shot at you.
Okay, just there.
So you're moving and dodging, are you?
I'm going to dodge. Well, no, I'm not going to dodge.
You can't dodge because then you've got no AP to activate the thing, do you?
Yes, I've only got 2 AP, so...
So I get an unopposed roll at you,
now,
eh?
I could have activated Nick's first and done the leadership thing, but I roll so badly I didn't want to take the risk.
Okay, so let's see how an unopposed shot goes.
Unopposed shot.
Alright, so let's find out what happens. I can re-roll
Yay!
this. No, I get to re-roll this because it's unopposed.
Yeah.
6.
What's your marksmanship?
My marksmanship, where is my guy? Vank, his marksmanship is 6.
Ah, curses. It's only a pass, so it'll only up to pass distance. Which is
and his pass distance is no good.
No good.
So
he's got to nail it to get me.
Yep, he's outside of 9 inches, so that did nothing.
Huge. Dives out of the way, gets the objective. Now I'm going to spend my second action point to do an interact action.
I suppose I could have taken a response with this guy also.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can do that.
Should I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
He's going to APs. Use them up.
Use them up.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Right.
So he is going to blow dart.
Oh no, it's the
dreaded blow pipe. Okay. So he's just going to roll
What's his marksmanship before you roll?
Okay, this guy, where is he? His marksmanship is 6.
Would you stop rolling so well? I can't bear it. Nailed it again.
So he nailed it, and
Now, hold on. Let me see. I am in soft cover, so -1 marksmanship, so 5. You still make it.
Still make it.
That is really annoying. So you nailed it.
Yep.
Okay, so that means you do your superior damage.
So I
Which is
what?
still
That's,
1, isn't it?
Yep. So I only do 1 damage, but because I hit you, I strip you of 1 AP.
You've got the stun thing.
Yeah, his stun
For the
gun.
love of God!
So I'm afraid your guy won't be able to interact with the crate.
Oh, what? Oh! Is it when you hit or when you damage? Stun, when you successfully hit a model after applying any damage. Right, so again, ingenious play by Andy. He's used his blowpipe, which has stunned me and will take an AP away from me. So I won't be able to do an interact action and actually get that precious 1 victory point.
I'm really sorry about that.
Don't apologise, it was a good play.
I always have mixed feelings, like the joy and the guilt.
Revel in the win.
I'm a
Revel in
complex
it.
person.
Enjoy it, because I tell you, when I win, I'll gloat my head off. Of course, that's not going to happen anytime soon. So I've got to make a roll, so 4. Normally I have 1 armour, so it'd be 5, but he's got Pierce 1, so it goes back down to 4. So 4 or below. 7, of course.
7, of course.
My rolling. It's just unbelievable.
We need to change game systems, Peter.
We need to play something which is above, because I roll really well above, but not below. So he does make it to the objective, but unfortunately he has no action points left to actually open the crates and get the objective. So, well done. I'm stunned.
What was that? It's my turn.
Yep.
I'm going to use this guy with his blowpipe to shoot at Ando through the window.
Oh, can you actually see him from there? Because I am at a bit of an angle. I don't know if you can see me.
What the viewer's saying? I can definitely see his base through that window.
No, bases don't count.
Bases don't count?
No, only if you're prone or swimming or climbing. Well, Andy has got his sniper. What's his name?
His name is Vink.
Vink.
Vink the
Vink
Dverg.
is, I can actually even see him. He's way over there. There he is.
So he scuttled from his corner. He used 3 APs. 2 moves and then 1 to interact with the crate, because it's probably the only one I can reach this turn.
Well, you'll be going to get a victory point, which is more than I can say for my ape.
So Peter has hit upon a very cunning plan to try and secure an objective.
I really should have done this the first time. I should have used a command action to give the Barengi an extra point. Now I'm going to try it with Ando. So she's got a leadership of, an intelligence of 7. So please roll well. Come on.
Come on, you can do it, Peter. Nice.
5, so that's a pass. So I can put 1 action point from her onto him, and that gives me 8 as a normal move, and that is plenty. I've already pre-measured it, so it's enough to get around to there.
Hold on. Don't you have to do her command ability on her turn?
Yes, I do. So it's your go, sorry. So I haven't moved yet. So that's her turn, so she's got 2 left.
She's not going to use them, or you could do it again.
She's going to do it again. That's a good idea. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. 7. Yes, that's a nail. So I can do 2. So all to Ando. There you go.
No.
He's pumped up and ready to
Bless him,
go.
but he's ready.
That's good.
That's exciting. Well done.
I'm taking a leaf from your book. Okay, Ando is braving the dreaded blowpipe by coming off the wharf here and diving into the water and swimming towards. Remember, -1 marksmanship because he's in the water. Blowpipe shot from you.
Well,
I'm not going to dodge.
Can I not just say that I shot you while you're on the wharf? Can I not split hairs in my favour?
Well, what's on there?
Yeah.
I suppose
Yeah.
you can. Can I just sort of slip around the corner and slide into the water? No, okay.
Look, even if I succeed, it's only 1 damage, -1 AP.
Yep.
You can brave it. You're under.
Go ahead, roll the dice.
Yes!
Roll the dice.
Alright, let's grab these dice.
Generous. There we go.
Awesome.
What's his marksmanship?
His marksmanship, I believe, is 7.
Would you stop rolling so low?
Well, I'm trying. I'm honestly trying. Yeah, his marksmanship is 6. So,
6. So that's a nailed it, which means am I in pass range or nailed it range?
You're in pass and nailed it range. It's 12-12.
Okay.
It's the same.
Okay. So 1 damage.
1 damage and -1 AP.
Yeah, my armor toughness is 4. I have no armor, so it doesn't affect armor, so it's 4 or below.
Ting.
Yes!
Done. Ando. I think he's going to be your MVP.
Right, so I lose 1 AP because you stunned me.
Yeah.
But I do my movement, which is to there, and then I spend 1 interact action, and I finally got a victory point, and I've got 2 left. What'll I do with those 2? I think I'll attack this dinosaur right here with my grapple gun.
Because, like, he doesn't have a weapon that shoots and damages people. He's just got, like, a Batman grappling gun.
Yeah.
And if he is smaller than the person...
And then he's got a dino chopper, which
Yeah.
does huge damage if you... But, you know, I don't want to... Okay. I'll just keep the extra action point in case somebody decides to do something with me. Alright, that's it.
All right.
Victory point!
You got it!
Okay, so Andy's character here, he's Berengi. What's his name?
This is Hosk. He
Hosk.
is my guy. He was down here. He has used 1 climb action to get round onto the side of the tower.
And he's actually 1 inch up this ladder, which we've just denoted with that dice there. So halfway up that ladder, he can use his second action point to take a pot shot at Ando down here. Here he is. And because I had 1 action point left, I can dodge. Now, we rolled the dice. It was all fantastic and on camera, but I forgot to press the record button. But I did... I succeeded in my dodge, but it didn't matter because Ando failed on his test anyway. So I escaped.
I failed. I rolled high for a change.
Have it hit. But this is the great thing. You see, you're mid-movement. You're halfway climbing up the ladder, and you can still take a pot shot, and the other person can dodge, and it's just really dynamic. Is the only word.
Yeah, there's been so much action in this turn,
Yeah.
and like we're both saying,
Well,
how have we
second
not
turn.
even finished second turn?
Yeah.
And yet the story has.
Yeah,
There's been so much.
It really does feel like everyone is doing something interesting. Every character is doing something interesting. So now, because I successfully dodged and won the opposed test, I can actually move. And because I've got hard training, I can move a little bit faster. So I just passed, which means that I can move 1 inch. So I can, because of the hard training, I can move up to 2 inches.
Hard training.
Hard training.
Look at that little
2
guy.
inches. I actually own that objective there, so I don't have to actually...
Oh, you don't have to stay in base contact with
No,
it?
I don't. I think I'll just move over here.
Ah, no need to shoot Ando after all.
There we
Oh,
go.
well.
Just get a little bit out of the way. This woman has a flamethrower, and I just don't want to get into the teeth of it, so one of my dinos is activated, my Yuttaraptors, and he's moved through here and down into this courtyard. So I'm not really sure whether I'm going to brave that. She's got 1 action point, so she can react. So we'll see about that. But in the meantime, it's the blowpipe again.
This is my last guy. He's only got 1 AP remaining, so he's going to take an opportunistic shot into this Berengi's back.
Hard cover, so
hard cover,
minus
-1, so my target number is 5.
Oh, it's a feat. Look at that. 2 is below, and the feat symbol. That is a feat.
Which means I get 1 AP bonus, right?
That means nailed a result, and you get an AP.
So we take up 1 AP. He gets that. Can Peter continue to roll low?
He's got a number of 1, so that cancels out. So 4 or below. Come on! 2, yes!
He makes it.
However, I'm stunned, but I don't have any AP anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's okay. Well, that was a bit of fun.
You going to do it again?
I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
All right, 5 and unders.
Oh, stop! You stop rolling so well. It's unbearable.
It's confidence.
You're low. I mean, in any other game, it would be a real... It'd be a curse, but it's just a blessing.
Only playing...
The only games that Andy and I have played are this one and Conquest, just about.
I mean...
the 2 games where you have to roll low, and you always roll
Peter's
low.
like, let's play something where you roll high. No thanks. I'll wait until another game comes out.
Hardly wait.
All right.
Yes!
All right.
No damage. Excellent.
But there was a bit of excitement.
Goes, pink, 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 pink.
Yeah, I just shot your backpack both times.
Yep, good.
Awesome.
Sticking out of my backpack.
And so you've just got 1 last dinosaur for the last action of turn 2.
What the hell? I'm crazy. I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
So 8 brings me up to here.
Oh, look at that. The flames just go right into the screaming. Oh, I'm getting pure Jurassic Park vibes here.
Yes, but if I get to go first next turn, I'm going to rip you to shreds.
Okay, let's do that. So because it's a template, I react and it auto hits you.
Yes, templates.
So it's damage 2, so you'll be rolling 2 dice.
1 damage. That's alright.
Now, because you took 1 fire damage,
Yes.
place a fire token
Yes.
on your model.
Okay, we'll say it's the tentacles. No, we'll say it's a red one.
So flames are licking up the Yutaraptor's hide, and I forget.
Nothing worse than flames licking up your Yutaraptor. So, of course, we just realised that if you're in water, you can't be set on fire. And my dinosaur is swimming towards you. So I
I'm
can't be set
so
on fire.
terrified. So if she had been set on fire, what would have happened?
That would have meant I would have put 2 fire tokens on the dinosaur, and then in the cleanup phase, would have made a single armor roll. If it had failed to take a wound, if it's successful, you remove 1 token. So the fire goes on.
Yeah,
So it's pretty nasty. But there's a little thing to remember, kids. If you're attacking someone with a fire weapon, do it while you're swimming.
don't do this at home.
Okay, it's turn 3. We've rolled initiative. Andy won again, of course. So he's going first. What's going to happen to this turn? We made 1 victory point each, of course, in turn 2. So it's neck and neck.
It's a really tight game.
And we're halfway through. We're in turn 3 out of 6 turns.
And it's going to get really bloody this turn. I'm feeling I've got to do something with Miria because I've got a feeling that Peter just wants to rip into her.
Yeah.
Is my feeling.
Very annoyed about that. I should have won initiative there.
Yeah, so I think she might just have to fire template actually. It's an auto hit, so I don't think that there's any dodging it. But just for cinematic purposes.
Yeah. Oh dear.
So that is 2 damage. So if you can... Oh, do you want to respond? No, you can't respond with a dodge. There's no dodging an auto hit template. So
no, you can dodge if you're just out, within 1 inch of the edge of the template or something. If you can get out of the way of it with a dodge move, so it is possible.
you gonna try?
I don't know. I can move 1 extra inch, so
You're gonna need.
I could dodge out of the way of it. 2 inches.
You're gonna need both activations if you want to charge and rip into me, aren't you? So maybe take it on the dino chin like a champ. And maybe you can tear me to pieces next time.
Alright, I might be a crispy critter by the time I'm
Alright.
So, sorry, what was the hit?
It is damage 2, so 2 dice.
Okay, so my toughness is 4, my armor is 1, so it's 5 or below. Come on. 4-3!
Ooh!
Yes, and I'm not on fire because I'm swimming. Excellent. Excellent.
I'm able to rethink my plan. Like, she was my ace up my sleeve, like running her up the flank. Because last time she toasted a whole bunch of your people.
Yep.
Well, I had some bad luck there.
You going to do it again?
I'm going to do it
I
again.
thought you would.
Awesome. So, would you care to roll those dice again? Your dinosaur is so tough. I can't get over how tough they are.
Yeah, well, they're dinosaurs. So, 5.
If they're so tough, how come they're dead?
1
damage.
1 damage. I'm still alive. Oh, this is classic. You're just swimming, treading water with this flamethrower, or maybe up to here.
Yeah.
Or something like that. It's coming towards you.
This is a real aliens moment. Like, I feel really stressed on her behalf, even though she's actually a terrible criminal human being.
So I think we should keep this going. It's my go now. I'm going to attack you. So
Oh!
close combat. We haven't done any close combat yet. So let's show the viewers at home how this happens. So of course you can only charge into close combat. I'm going to charge with my first action, and the charge and the close combat is 1 action. So normally you could only react to that as 1 action, but you can't react because you've used both of your actions.
However, someone else could react if someone else had line of sight, eh, Peter?
That's true. That is true, yes.
Does anyone want to react? Does Hosk want to shoot at this Yutaraptor?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Of course he does.
So, we'll take off one of his little AP. He's going to use his dueling pistols, actually.
He's still halfway up the water tower ladder, hanging off with 1 arm, firing against.
And what I love is, like, it feels like because suddenly we're in turn 3, there's been a break. But actually, he's just been taking pot shots at Ando. As soon as his back is turned, flames are going. Miria is screaming. There's a dinosaur that's barely on fire because it's swimming.
He's got his 1 arm on the thing and he swings around.
The drowned earth is a lethal setting. Now I got a 14, so I passed.
It's just a straight pass, though. Yeah.
Straight pass.
Okay.
But it's unopposed because I'm not the target.
That's
so
true.
you have to take.
That means you just do your
What
normal
is he?
range.
Damage.
Normal damage.
Yep, damage 3.
3?
3!
3?
3!
Oh, jeez, I've got to make an armor roll or I'm in trouble here. Now, I'm sorry, your marksmanship was -1. So what did you get with that roll?
Oh, his marksmanship is naturally 6, so he's totally succeeded.
Okay.
I wouldn't lie to you.
Yeah, that's important. Is there any other modifiers to my armor or anything with that shot?
No.
Okay, I need
Just
5 or
dueling
below.
pistols.
I need 5 or below, and I've only got 2 wounds. So
Come on, Husk! You can do it.
that's
Ooh.
1 wound, I'm still alive! Right, can I kill her now, please?
I like her. She's like...
Yay.
Maybe people haven't seen the model, but she is gorgeous. Look at her. She's just like... She's flying on a little sheet of flame. She's having a fun time.
She won't have a fun time in a moment. I make a close combat test, and I've charged, so it's +1 close combat. However, I'm prone, swimming, or climbing or swimming, so I'm swimming, so that's minus. So that cancels out. So my close combat value is 7. 7. A nasty 7, because I'm a dinosaur.
Clever girl.
Let's do it. Clever girl. Come on. Let's nail it. In fact, let's get a feat. 7. It is a nail it. That is fantastic. Inflict your close combat's nail it damage on the... That is 4 points of damage, my friend. Oh, by the way, I could re-roll the attribute die because I'm savage.
You are.
4 points of damage.
So I've got to roll 4 dice.
Yep. Armor roll. What's your toughness?
My toughness is 3. My armor is 0. So it's 4 dice.
3 below. 2 saves, man.
Alright, so that's 2 damage. Let me just do this on Peter's gorgeously laminated cards here.
I have 1 more action point for another close combat attack.
You got another action point.
Yep, because charge and attack is 1 EP.
Oh, do I want to shoot with Husk? Because if I don't, that
No, you
Yasuo...
can't because I'm in close combat with him. Yes, I've just checked that. You can't shoot at someone who's in base contact with a friendly model. So, I'm sorry. You're going to have to cop another bit of close combat.
It's a fair cop. Alright.
So,
Let's see what happens.
Close combat is 7. Here we go. And I can reroll the attribute.
Roll high.
That is
under.
a pass.
Just a
Unfortunately,
pass.
the feat die didn't make it, so that means I just do pass damage, which is 3 damage.
Oh, so I'm looking for under 3s, which I can do. 2 hits.
2 hits. You're
Miria
down.
is down.
Yay!
No.
Fantastic. You, my friend, are prone.
I'm
Don't
just
take her off. She's prone.
I just won't turn her over.
No, don't turn her over.
No.
Because
Oh.
the base is her prone area.
Oh. Okay. Poor Miria. No.
I can't tell you how satisfying it is to take out that figure because she's got that flamethrower. She's really nasty.
She killed
Did a lot of
so
damage.
many people last
And
time.
it just goes to show that if you're willing to just throw a dinosaur in there, without any regard for its personal safety, you can take her out.
Thus proving that Peter is at heart also not a nice very person.
A nice, very
A
person.
nice very person. I words.
That's very satisfying.
I don't know what's going to happen next.
Okay, it's your go.
It's going to be bloody.
One thing I should draw attention to is the opportunities for scratch building for the Drowned Earth, because this is Andy's dinosaur. He took a toy dinosaur with a couple of bucks and strapped some rubber bands and a bit of armour to it and came up with this great post-apocalyptic pack beast.
Yeah, because I figure you can't use horses in the Drowned Earth, but a swampy kind of stegosaurus with guns and axes and all the things you need. As for actual turns, I activated Kaneda, my leader.
Yep.
He was here. I was hoping he could transfer some action points around, but he failed his intelligence test. He had a stupid moment. All he did instead was spent 2 actions to run along the gantry. He's here. He's got 1 action point remaining.
Jeez, he's fast.
Yeah, well, because this isn't water, they've got their superior movement
range,
value.
yeah.
Yeah. So he's just there. He's got 1 AP left to respond if someone else does something.
So it's Ando's go. He is charging the little dude. What are these guys called?
Trudon.
Trudons. He's attacking him. Your reaction is to fight back, so you'll need to take off that action point.
Yep. There I am.
And so it's close combat versus close combat. So
Classic.
It is a classic opposed roll for close combat.
I'm not reassured that your close combat weapon is actually called a dino chopper.
It is called a dino chopper. Why? Oh, so you're not reassured, yes. Of course.
Get to the dino chopper.
Okay. Quick, get to the dino chopper! So Ando's rolling his close combat. He's got 7, so it's 7 or below. And a 10 or a 7. That's a fail.
That is not good.
Unbelievable.
My little Trudon has a close combat of 6, -1 for being awkwardly in water.
So that's 5.
8.
Oh!
That's another fail.
Okay.
Fail.
That's a fail, but numerically mine was better, I believe. Oh, both models failed, neither action is successful. Oh, it's just, just like...
You slashed at me with your chopper, you missed.
Yep, however, I have 1 action point left, and so do you. Do you want to close combat again?
Yeah, this is fun.
Right.
I like this.
Another round of close combat.
Let's do
Another good thing about the close combat, if you've got extra action, you can do a couple of rounds of close combat in 1 action, which is really nice. So let's do it again.
So you're looking for 7.
I'm looking for 7.
Come on, 7. 10. 10.
10. Unbelievable. What?
Any other system, you would have won the game.
10. Well, okay. You go ahead. What? The rolls.
And that was a pass.
That's a pass. So, okay, you win. So you managed to get a hack in.
Yep, my pass damage is 2 damage.
2 damage. Armor roll.
Oh, I have Sunder as well, by the way. So that
means you reduce my armor. I haven't got any armor, so I need 4 or below. 2 damage. Here we go. So 1 damage. Wow, that didn't work very well at all. Well, Andy is finally moving his humanoid Triceratops dude, Marco, into the fray. He's been sitting back there for a while. He's finally getting into it. I think it looks like we're going to have a one-on-one combat action between him and Sage again.
They have a grudge match from last game as well. That was a battle of titans.
It was on a walkway before, but this will be a swimming combat. So Andy fired with his dreaded blowpipe again and hit Sage down here, taking off one of his action points.
I failed the second shot, but I think I was lucky just to get the first one.
Oh, the first one was great. You nailed it and you needed 4 or below, so you got 4 or below on both dice. Now, my leader, Nix, here is going to try and climb up onto this platform. The first thing I'm going to do is an intelligence test to try and give him some extra points.
Yep, that's a great idea.
7. Peter fails again with a fail. So that's that. I can't do any more of those. They're rolling.
Oh, next. Next.
Alright, so you're going to do anything while I move?
You know what? I think that Canada will actually take a pot shot. You know, battles of leader against leader.
Where is
Canada is hanging in here. Okay. He's got 1 action point left. Are you going to oppose it, or are you just going to risk the shot?
That's a good question. Yes, I'm going to dodge.
Yep.
I've got plenty of AP, so I might as well spend it. So that will be an opposed roll. My agility is 7, so...
Yep, I'll be shooting you in the clear, so there won't be any penalty to my marksmanship. 8.
That's a fail.
This has not gone well.
No, it really isn't.
Okay, so my target number is 6, because Canada does not have the best marksmanship.
I'm in soft cover, so that's -1 marksmanship.
No, I'll because you're moving, right?
Yeah, but I'll be here, which is swimming, which is in soft cover.
Ah, okay. So I'm looking for a 5.
Unless you want to fire at me when I'm up here.
Yeah, I'll do the one that has no penalty.
Alright, but if you succeed and I fail my movement test, I won't be there, so it'll be retracted.
That's like the universe exploding kind of scenario.
So
let's just say soft cover.
Right.
I'm hitting on 5s. Because it's an opposed roll, I've got a special rule called Gunslinger, so I get to re-roll my attribute dice.
Right.
So... 5.
Yes, that's a pass. Okay.
So my damage is 3/4, so I think you're taking
So
3 damage.
That's just a pass, so it'll only hit within pass range. So what's the pass range of your weapon?
My pass range is 9 inches.
I'm not within range, so you miss.
Oh, okay.
See? Because you just rolled a pass,
Yes,
you only hit within your pass range.
that is what I thought.
Yeah. Whereas if you'd nailed it,
I would have
you
got the
get hit
16
within
inches.
pass and superior range.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Yes.
Okay, brilliant.
Got it?
I got
And
it.
depending, if you nailed it, depending on whether I was in pass range or superior range, you'd do more or less damage.
So the damage is based on that.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Right,
That's why you're the rules guy.
That's right.
I'm just here for sneaky
That's
alternative
straightforward.
tactics and colour commentary.
Right, so that over, I will do my move. So now I've got to do a movement test to see if I actually managed to get up there or not.
And she's doing something
And of
tricky,
course-
isn't she?
Yeah, she's just climbing, so her agility is 7. So here we go.
That's another 8.
That's a pass. So
Was
I can
it?
only- yeah,
8?
that was a 6. Sorry, that was an 8. Oh, that's the
That's the
agility one.
attribute.
I can't believe I failed the agility roll again.
Nix is not having a good day, I feel.
Right, so that takes me to there. Right,
Hello.
I've got 1 AP left, and if I don't make this climb roll, I've got to shut down this entire game.
No more webpage for anyone.
No more fun for anyone. Here we go, agility.
4.
Nailed
You
it.
did it.
Right, so because I nailed it, I can move my nailed it range, which is 6. And I don't even need to move that far, because all I wanted to do is just get there.
You needed a break, Peter.
She's not a very good climber. No, it isn't. I'm just not a very good roller. So she's there in nice range next turn to give your ape the benefit of my bow.
My little guy, my dverg, with the sniper's rifle, is going to pop around the corner and shoot Sage in the back. So, that
Geez,
is...
Sage is really copping a lot of shots in the back.
Well, he's standing in the middle of the board.
You
What
guys
does
are
he
criminals.
expect?
Shooting some dude in cold blood in the back without even warning him. You really are criminals.
Well, we just try and do whatever makes life easier. And life easy is not giving you any warning. Are you going to dodge or shoot back or anything like that? Or are you going to save your AP?
Yeah. Who's this guy?
Yeah, my sniper.
I hate him.
My favourite guy. Now that you've killed my flamethrower.
I might. Oh, gee. I think I'm going to dodge.
Yep, fair enough.
Alright,
I would dodge
this
too.
is an action point. Isn't it always the way? You don't film when your opponent finally rolls a blunder, and you just roll 2 8s on his shot.
On my special sniper's rifle, he came all the way out to take a shot at Sage over here.
Yep.
I got mud in my gun. It's not working.
Dropped
There's
into
no
the
more
water.
sniper's rifle.
That means
yeah.
it's jammed, so put a jam token on it. Can't be used again until it's been repaired. It has to be repaired by a mech. Ooh, that's not a good situation for a sniper.
Well, it's really not good because I'm pretty sure that my mech just got eaten by a dinosaur. So this guy is a sniper.
Oh dear,
no
here's the
more.
mech, the other side of the board, and being munched on by a dinosaur. That is excellent.
Things are looking up for Peter.
That's great.
I suppose
Now,
you...
I'm dodging because I'll get a dodge move if I succeed on this. So, dodging for Sade, he has an agility of 7. I don't think there are any
Minus 1
modifiers.
for being in water.
No, it doesn't apply.
Whoa, you got a feat.
I
So
just
you
got a
just got
feat.
an extra AP.
I got an extra AP and I can move up to 3 inches. Normally 2, but because I've got hard training, I can move 3
Hard
inches.
training.
Wow, that is a dodge. That's what you call a dodge. So that gives him an AP back and he can move 3 inches. I will go over the other side of the thing here.
Putting him closer to my Triceratops.
Okay, that's good. He dodges over the objective crates, dives in there. He's still got an AP left, and now it's my go. Right, well, this dinosaur is going to basically charge at your dinosaur. It's dinosaur on
Dinosaur on dinosaur crime.
There we go. It takes 1 AP.
Ooh.
Are you going to have... Yes, you can react. How would you like to react?
Ooh, that's a good question. What's your close combat?
7.
I'm 6. Let's just do this. This sounds fun.
Okay, it's close combat versus close
Big
combat.
dinosaur versus little dinosaur. 9, that's a fail.
No, it's a pass.
No, that's a fail.
I keep getting my
You're gonna
objectives.
get used to this one day.
I can't believe I failed at 7 or below. What? Actually, I got a +1 because I was attacking you, but it cancelled out because I was swimming. So yeah, no, it's a fail.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure my target number is 5.
Right, so -1.
That is with the -1.
Still swimming. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, pass.
You pass. It's just wrong. It's
I'm
just wrong.
I am a small but fierce little dinosaur.
You are fierce.
Look at these little cuties.
All right, what damage did you do?
Trudon.
That's 4 or below.
Yes.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Ah, 2 damage to the Utahraptor.
Okay, that's
Goes
half
to
dead.
show, Peter.
I
It's
have
not
one-
size that matters.
I've got 1 point left, so I'm going to do it again. Are you going to
Yes.
Right,
I love
next.
this.
This time, I'm going to get you.
And
I
this
love
is
being
what
able
the...
to do 2 in one turn like
Oh.
this. It's great.
And it's so cool. Like, the humans are shooting and the dinosaurs are having a little, like, reptilian grudge match. Oh, you did it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it, Peter.
Nailed it.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Awesome. So,
for it.
once again, target number of 5 for me. Also, I nailed it.
Okay.
So, my 2 is lower than your...
What were the numbers?
Oh, man. We need 2 sets of dice.
We really need 2 sets of dice. Right, so we decided to just decide that by a die roll because we couldn't see what the numbers were. But he won, Andy won, and
The little dinosaur,
he took me out.
in 2 actions, took out this massive Utahraptor.
Yeah.
I'm stoked for the Trudon, the little dinosaur
I
that
think
could.
he just sort of grabbed me by the neck and that's what
Yeah, it's like, you know, when the Velociraptors were attacking the big T-Rex, it was like that. So this guy Hosk has been hanging on the ladder, he's been watching his friend die, he's been watching dinosaurs shoot, he's just leapt over trying to get to the objective. Meanwhile,
Right.
Peter's medic still has 2 activations.
Well, actually, since you've run out of activation, I don't have to do it now. I can wait.
You
for
could do
my
it on your turn.
There's no hurry.
You sure could.
Of course, you haven't got anyone who can react to mine from that distance.
No,
so-
I think she's the last activation, so.
Okay, well, I'll have it on my own turn in my own time. Thank you very
You
much.
do it your way, Peter.
Yes. All right. So it's my go. She'll
Yep.
basically just have 2 shots at you.
Great.
She is using Lucille, marksmanship 6. That's nailed it.
Nailed it.
That's good. So that one's does superior damage. They're the same anyway. So
It does
2
2.
damage.
2 damage.
So make an armor roll for 2.
Alright, and Hosk has... What does he have? Armor 0, toughness 3. So, 1 wound.
Point of damage. And I'll try it again.
Great.
Nailed it.
Well done. So that's 2 again
Doesn't
for
make any
me.
difference in this case.
2 damage.
Excellent.
Alright, so Hosk is feeling a little poorly after receiving those unopposed shots. Just how you like it.
Get away from that objective. It's mine.
And that was the end of turn 3, and so we're moving on to turn 4.
Turn
We're
4.
scoring
Yes.
is a thing.
At the end of turn 4, we're going to score, and then we're going to wrap it because it's getting a bit late. So instead of doing the full 6 turns, we'll just do 4, and we'll see how we're going there.
Yeah, it's been pretty exciting. There may not even be anyone left alive at the end of turn 4. Alright, Nyx is doing something bold.
Yes, my leader is unfortunately out of line of sight of everybody. I must get this objective to win, so she's going to go for a leap over here. She's going to have to nail it to cross this distance.
No pressure.
It's pretty risky. 7 or below. Here we go. Taking the risk.
She can do it. 9.
And it's a
9.
My friends, that is a blunder. I just rolled a blunder.
So that means I get
that
to
means
place
I fall
you,
from a
right?
point on the movement part of your opponent's choosing, prone at the bottom of the fall, and takes 1 wound plus 1 damage for each fall. Except I go into water, so it doesn't matter. So where would you like to drop me? So I presume close to the building here.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So she's prone. It'll take 1 movement point to get up from prone. So that's 1 action gone. So for her second action, she will get up from prone and try to climb here. She falls into the water. She swims along. And
Poor Nyx.
that would... Let's see. We'll just make a roll because she's trying to climb.
She is not doing so well.
7
this
below.
time. 9 again.
I just rolled 2 9s again. I rolled 2 9s twice. I mean, what the hell?
What are the statistical odds? Smarter people than me could tell you.
Okay.
So I think
So
Nix
that's
is not
another-
doing anything
that's
this
another
time.
blunder. So
While climbing, so you fall again, but because of water you don't take any damage?
well, you can,
But you're
you can
prone
fall.
again, I
I'm
bet.
just trying to climb. So basically, I would have got to the point where I'm trying to climb, and then fallen again. So I'm there.
And potentially gone prone again if it's
I
a
am
blunder.
prone again. It takes one off my movement, but there's plenty of move to do. I've got one left. One more opportunity to try and climb.
You can do it.
A 10 and a 7. Well, that's a pass, so that means I can actually... I've got a movement of 4. I take 1 off for getting up from prone, so that is just enough to climb up to there. What a blundering, foolish, ridiculous move. All over the shop. Call yourself a leader. I don't. Terrible. I was trying to get to there.
Max.
That was just...
Disgraceful. This is why I don't play the good guys.
What? You call yourself a leader? Really? I should have got to that objective and had 1 left to do the interact with that. Okay, your go.
Awesome.
So she's, because this is the last turn, she's just blown her entire turn. That's completely useless.
Bum, bum.
Andy's leader has gone to the top of the stairs now, and he's plugging me in the head, and I'm plugging him back, so it's an opposed shoot roll. Let's go. Sage has got a flechette gun. His marksmanship is 5. No modifiers, I believe.
Do you have -1 for being in water?
Oh, stop.
I'm sorry!
Yes, probably, kind of. Yes, I do.
I'm
4
sorry.
or below, that's not good, is it?
It's not great, but
No.
this could be your chance to roll low.
Oh!
Does that mean your gun
Read him and
jams?
weep. No, that's below. That's a nailed it result, my friend. Absolutely nailed it. It's accurate. Yep, fantastic. Right, what do you
You
got?
can't beat that. Well, I suspect I don't
What's
have
your
as much.
marksmanship?
My marksmanship is a native 6. Am I -1 for shooting at you in water? No. Alright.
That's a
6.
pass, but
That's a pass,
nailed
but
it
not
beats a
a
pass.
nailed it. So you
Yeah.
beat me with that, eh? So
Fantastic.
Sage gets his flechette gun.
That's a bit of luck. And it's at
Oh, wait.
close range.
Hold
so
on.
You can only re-roll the attribute die.
Yeah,
So that
won't
does
help me.
4 damage, my friend.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Well, let me save 4 dice.
Yep, so... oh, by the way, I should have got +1 marksmanship when shooting at pass range because it's got spray, but never mind.
Oh, how about that? Okay, so I've got toughness 4, no armor.
Alright. Oh!
3.
3 damage!
That
Ouch.
is not great.
Oof.
So he's only got 1 left.
Wow, that's surprising.
You almost took my leader out.
Yeah, and hopefully now it's my go. Oh no,
It's
a
not.
go.
I've got 1 more AP.
Yeah, what you gonna do?
I'm going to do exactly the same thing.
Ooh, I don't know if I can press my luck to do it again, but of course, are you gonna kill me? I've got 3 points left. No, the chances are you aren't going to kill me, so I'm not going to waste my AP. No.
If your guy dies, you're still in control of that objective,
Yeah,
right?
It's a good point. I mean, whether I shoot on my turn or as a reaction, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fire.
Awesome.
I'm
Okay.
gonna have as much luck this time.
So marksmanship 6. I'm going to re-roll this.
Oh, you've nailed it!
Nailed it.
Oh no, that's not
what
good.
can Peter do?
Oh, I've really got to have a good luck roll now. I've got 5 and I'm swimming, so that's 4. No! Oh no! No, that's not good. Right, you do it. So how
Okay.
much damage?
4 damage.
4 damage. My toughness is 4 and armour of 1. Is there any modifier to my armour? So that's 2 damage. I'm still 1 from death though. You haven't killed me yet. Now it's time to take some risky manoeuvres here. So Anna here is going to move straight into here with 1 action, and then with her second action she's going to interact and take that objective, and then
Now-
she's just going to try and weather the damage storm that comes from you.
So
Now you probably want to react, or maybe you want to save it to your
yeah.
time.
I am actually going to react. Now
Okay.
the bad news is Hosk has
Oh,
the
God.
special ambush rule,
Oh,
which if I have any AP on him, I can spend it and choose to intercept anyone moving within a 4-inch range wherever I choose.
right.
So I'm going to intercept you there when you
Hold
are
on, you can't.
there.
What do you mean intercept? You can't jump
Means
in front
I-
of me.
Yeah, if you move within a 4-inch bubble of him, I get to place you where I want along the path.
Wow, that's a handy rule.
Yep.
So
I take 1 AP off.
Okay. So
he's nearly dead. If she can kill him,
yeah,
I can't activate that.
Okay.
Because
I'm not going to kill you in one go, though, are you?
I only have 2 health left.
Yeah, 2 health. It's hard, though, and we're in close combat.
But I have to let you hit me if I want the AP to activate at my turn. So I just have to weather it and hope. See, we've swapped.
Oh, gee, that's what I was trying to do.
Exactly, but no, I'm doing it.
Okay, I've got a hand pick. I'm just going.
And this might go awesomely.
God, this game is just so intense. It's unbelievable.
But it's intensity without the rules bloat. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
we've been unsure because this is only our second game ever, but I used to play.
The rules are great.
I used to play Infinity for several years, and this has all the feeling, all the cinematics, without the cognitive burden.
Okay, so I've got close combat of 5. So what are you doing in response?
I'm just going to have to take it.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
because you need to keep your action point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm a CC beast. Like, there's no doubt I could beat you if I wanted to, but...
All right, everybody at home, I want you to cross your fingers and start praying, because we need 5 or below. I want to nail this one. 5 or below. Here we go.
5 or below. 5!
That's a pass.
You got a pass.
Okay, that's all I need.
What's your damage on a pass?
That is a good point. On a pass, it is 2-2, so it's the same. So it's 2 and it's pierce 1, so you lose your armor.
I don't have any armor, so take that.
2 damage.
I need to save 1 for him to live. Oh, this is so tense. Come on, 3s.
Yes!
Oh, things finally came out Peter's way. I used up all my low rolls earlier.
He's out.
Take him off. No, this is the last turn. No one's coming back.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough action points left to actually get that objective.
Moral victory, Peter.
Wow.
It's the sweetest victory.
Gee, it's a shame we're not going those extra 2 turns to see, but...
Ooh.
It's been a long day.
Andy
has been in my garden planting trees. You know, he's a very talented man and has been working on our garden.
It doesn't take a lot of talent to plant trees, but it takes sheer bloody mindedness, which I do have.
So it's been a long day. So that's full on. Okay.
Oh, so Hosk came so close. He did his cheeky intercept.
I was shocked. Absolutely shocked.
It did not pan out. I am going to attack Ando. Chubby Batman, with my Trudon.
Okay.
So my Trudon has a close combat of 6.
Yeah, close combat back.
Close combat back. Alright, so I'm looking for 6 and under. Okay. So that was a total fail.
Okay, I've got 7 and I'm
Cue the Dino Chopper.
I need 6.
Ooh!
Oh! It's a feat! That's a feat. That's a nailed result. I get an action point. So that's the Dino Chopper, which I've got to say does 6 points of damage. And I get an action point. Woo! Oh! That's showing the little dinosaurs who's boss.
I think, my Trudons did so well last time, I just got a bit cocky.
Yeah, okay. 6 damage.
6 damage. We're going to send out some more dice. Yeah. Alright. So he's only got 2 health, 2 toughness, no armor.
This has also got Sunder, so it... Oh, no armor. Okay, forget it.
Okay. So I failed 3, so he's dead.
He's dead. Takes him out with the chopper.
That is a Dino Chopper.
Yeah. Now I had to spend 1 action point, didn't I, to do that?
So he's still got 2?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is getting...
You don't take him away, he's just prone, but... They're unconscious.
It's so much more satisfying when he's just...
I know it is. It's
disappears.
Sort of a shame in a way, but... and he's done a very sneaky move there. He's moved his Marco dude who's got the ambush ability. So I moved 4 in an attempt to block him from the objective, but he's blocked me, so he's in close combat with me and right up next to the objective. So he spent his last point and got that objective. I think that's a game winner.
That's... If I hadn't the ambush skill... You would have won the game by blocking him. Because he only had 2 AP. He wouldn't have been able to clear you off, move, and activate it.
Yeah.
So that's the ambush skill being abused once again.
It's a really good skill, ambush. It can be really nasty. It tricked me up over here, and it's tricked me up over here. So The firm are very sneaky with their ambushes, that's for sure. Well, there you have it. Look, we have to stop because we're going to stop at the end of this turn because it's getting a little bit late. But Andy has sneaked in that extra victory point, and there's nothing I could do about it. We could continue this turn, but I've only got these two guys left. One of them, of course, can't do anything, so he would have to spend 1 point to heal him, in which case, even if he killed him, it wouldn't make any difference because he has activated the objective. I haven't got anyone within range to get down to that objective and grab it. I haven't got anyone within range to grab this objective. So there is no way I can get that extra point, and Andy would win 2 points to 1. So congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. Once again, sneakiness beats brains once again.
Wow, that ambush ability is really effective. Again, it's just like any other game. You've got to be aware of what your opponent's abilities are. Because they can surprise you otherwise, so it's really good to know. And the good thing is, because this is a skirmish level game and we've just got 8 models aside, it's very easy to keep track of your own abilities and your opponent's abilities. But I'm just going to tell you that the Drowned Earth is a brilliant miniatures tabletop game. I highly recommend it. It is the most interesting, probably, miniatures tabletop game that I've got. The system is fluid and dynamic and fun. The rules are easy once you get your head around them, and I've just got nothing but praise for it. What do you think, Manny?
Oh, I've got so much good stuff to say about this game because we had our first introductory game the other day. I've been waiting 5 years to play this game, and we live in a part of the world where it's not cheap to get stuff, and it lived up to all of my expectations. It's a vibrant, amazingly realised world. The miniatures are absolutely phenomenal. The gameplay has all of the intensity, dynamism and excitement that you could ask for in any game. It's not like certain games like where it takes 4 hours to simulate 5 minutes of action. This has felt like an amazing story that we've just had. And this is a 10 out of 10. This is possibly the best war game I've ever played.
My goodness,
yeah.
High praise indeed.
Yeah, seriously, this ticks all the boxes for me. It's like Infinity, but maybe a third to a quarter of the clutter and cognitive load. It's amazing. It's a scratch builder's paradise.
The only thing, as I mentioned before, is that I'm really looking forward to kind of some ancient tech robots and things to throw in there as well. I think
let's do it.
Ancient robots plus dinosaurs is an absolute winner. So I hope that Olmec Games is listening. There's so much possibility here, and it's just got started. We've got a few factions, we've got dinosaurs. There's lots to choose from, but there's so much they could do in the future. I just think that this game deserves support because it's so much better than so many other miniatures tabletop games on the market.
Yep, absolute breath of fresh air. Download the rules; they're free at thedrownedearth.com.
Yeah, go check it out. And of course, go to Esoteric Order of Gamers, orderofgamers.com, where you can find the rules summary. So you can check out all the rules on a couple of sheets and rules reference sheets. And you can try the game out with proxy models and everything. And once you realise how good it is, you'll want to get out and buy the models and get into it. The Drowned Earth. There'll be more about this game in the future because we're going to be playing it for a long time. Thank you, Andy.
It's been
well
an absolute
played as
pleasure.
usual. He's a very challenging opponent. I can tell you, he's sneaky and he knows how to play these games. He's very good at it. And yeah, well played.
Thank you very much, and thank you for being a gracious host who did all the effort to put this together. And it's absolutely amazing.
Oh, it's such a visual feast, isn't it? This is why I love tabletop miniatures games. It looks so spectacular and it's so cinematic. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. This is the Esoteric Order of Gamers, orderofgamers.com. Hit the all notifications button when you subscribe and check out the website. I'll see you next time. Good gaming.